Understanding Islam and Muslims. What is Islam? Clear your misconceptions on Islam and Muslims. Topics relative, connected, and in line with Islam. Get your answers every Wednesday at 18 hours on Live Radio 97.3. Understanding Islam and Muslims. Brought to you with the compliments of the Islamic Supreme Council of Zambia. Good evening and welcome to Understanding Islam on Live Radio. Apparently this is a day, the 8th of March, and of course 2017. We do get joining together on this particular evening as we try by all means to see to it that we can, have a unifying factor and of course look at a topic that is meaningful to you and to me. Like always, we have a topic of discussion today, so get to find out what we'll be discussing on the program this particular day. Of course, this program is brought to you with the compliments of the Islamic Supreme Council of Zambia. Like usual, I am not alone. I am with able, capable Ibrahim Mofia. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
It's great to have you this evening.
Thank you very much.
Okay, tonight we're going to be looking at a topic in, trying to understand Islam, and the topic for this particular evening is marriages. A lot of people from all walks of life will, meet at one particular point to create a family, and that is what we've known as marriage in all walks of life. Today we do get finding the perspective in regards marriage in the Islam perspective. So, Mr. Mofia, to get the ball rolling, what is the true definition of marriage in Islam?
Thank you very much for the question. When it comes to marriage, marriage is a well-known factor in each and every society in the world, not only in Zambia but in the world. And then this marriage is accepted by every society, every community, because it is a community responsibility or a society responsibility. Marriage is a commitment. Marriage is a religious responsibility because God commanded us to be married so that we can multiply, as already stated in the Bible as well, so as it is stated in the Quran. When we look at marriage, marriage is a union between a man and woman in a matrimonial life. It is therefore a source of blessing while fulfilling the kind of desires that we human beings have. We have to marry in a legal manner which God commanded. We do not marry from the street, neither should we marry from the bar or should we marry from the tavern? No, but we marry people in a legal manner, which Allah, God the Almighty, commanded. Therefore, marriage is where we can find the true love. Marriage, that's where we can find the mercy of God. According to what God states, that marriage is one of His greatest signs. According to what He says in the Quran, chapter 30, verse 21, the Quran reads, among these signs that God has created from yourselves mates, in whom you find comfort, and He has put between you love and mercy, love and affection. This is a sign of those who contemplate. What the Quran is trying to tell us is that marriage is something God commanded, that it should be happening, so that we can live in such a mutual relationship where love is, and then we should attain the mercy that God had given us in the marriage. Therefore, marriage is a matrimonial ceremony or matrimonial relationship which God had given us.
So there you go, dear listener. Remember, today we are talking about marriages in relation to Islam. So just in case you would have a contribution to make this particular night, remember you too can get sending in your message on 0977 624270. That's 0977 624270. And later on we'll be opening up the lines on 0211 295390. In issues of marriages, there's always a point in time where people do get to meet and to understand each other. In issues of courtship, what is a standard in relation to courtship for someone that is a Muslim?
My brother, in Islam there is no courtship. There is no this language where we say dating, courtshipping, etc., etc., all these terminologies which people have developed today so as they can undergo what we call illicit sex. Courtshipping today is a source of illicit sex. It is a reason of the problems that we are facing today in our country because of this, what we call courtshipping. You find that people can be in courtship for 8 years, and then by the time they will be marrying, you find that each one does not even want to see the friend. Each one do not have even the appetite of enjoying what we call the sex in marriage. So as a result, you find that there are a lot of immorality, sex, a lot of problems that we are facing in the society. It is because of courtship. Therefore, Islam denies, Islam forbids people to involve themselves in what we call courtship. In Islam, we do not have that one.
So how do two people meet and seemingly get together and start a family? How does it work? Since you haven't had time to meet this individual, to court with them, and to know them, how does it work? Is it an arranged marriage? How does it work?
Thank you very much. When we look at that is why we find we have what we call requirements before marriage. The first thing, there should be a clear proposal. And how does this clear proposal is? The clear proposal only happens when you see such a flower that you want to marry, that you want to make a partner in your life or a life partner. You've seen that flower. You don't propose from the road or in the street. No. You go right at the place of that person. You go there. You can go with your parent. You can go with your uncle. You can go with any elderly person which seem to be mature enough, who has experience of life. You go with that person, and then you make a proposal. And if the lady has been married before, to answer, it becomes very easy for her. But if the lady has not been married before, she's still a virgin, she will accept the proposal by keeping silence. This is according to Islam. What does this mean? After the proposal, the parents will sit with their daughter, and then they will discuss the matter. If the daughter accepts, of course, if it is somebody who has already been married before, it will be very easy for her to accept. But if it is for the virgin, she will accept by keeping silence. Then the parents will realize that she has accepted. And then after that, it is not allowed for them to have private life where they can go to malls, to Makeni Mall, two of them, they can spend a day together. It is not allowed before marriage. Why? By doing that, it is going to lead them to cause what we call illicit sex, which is not allowed in Islam. You think today, you find that these courtships, they start in school. No, we are dating, no, we are knowing each other, no, John is a good one, whatsoever. Just after a year or so, you find that Messi is pregnant. Okay? Because of what? Because we've left the true way which the prophets taught, the true way on how people used to marry. Because marriage is a lifetime decision. It is not something where people will just come up with today and tomorrow they're in marriage. It is something which needs people who are mature enough. As they enter into that contract, which is the lifetime contract, everything is clear. So what I'm trying to say is that the first thing, there should be a clear proposal between the two parties.
In this case, does the woman also have a say?
Yes. A woman has a say. A woman, for example, if a certain woman loves a certain man, she can also pass the proposal. No, I love such and such a person. I want him to be my life partner. It is allowed also in Islam. A woman can propose. Now, you know, it is a tradition that always men are the ones who proposes. The ones who propose. Okay. And then the next requirement is acceptance. Meaning the lady should accept the partner to be, should accept him. She should not be forced by the parents to say, we want you to marry such and such a person. There is nothing like that. That is why today we've seen that the laws have been made. Even you've seen there is a Human Rights Commission. Okay. If these law bodies have been put in place, how about the laws of God? You find that Islam teaches us that if a woman is forced to marry somebody she does not want, that is forbidden in Islam. A lady, a woman has a right, has a choice to somebody she wants to get married to. It is not a forcing matter. And then the other requirement of marriage, there should be witnesses, meaning the marriage should be announced to all the people in the community or in the society, or the people that know the parties that are marrying. It should be announced to them. Why? So that everyone should know that such a person is the husband to such. There should be a clear announcement.
Is there some sort of ceremony that takes place?
Exactly. We call it walima. In Islam we call it walima, where after the arrangement of, after the proposal has been done, the acceptance has been done, there comes now a ceremony where the two parties or the two families who organize, it can be a banquet, the food can be prepared, and then it will be witnessed. Everyone will come to witness the marriage of the couple. And then the last requirement of marriage is what we call the bride price, or in Arabic language we call it mahar. Mahar is a free gift which is given. The bridegroom gives this free gift to the bride. It can be something little. It can be in form of money. It can be in form of God. It depends upon the husband, the status of the husband, the position of financial position, or it depends also on a place, or it depends on time, because you find that when it comes to places, some countries, it is a must to give God in certain countries.
Is there a certain quantity or a certain amount that could be standard in a certain location? Let's say, for instance, Zambia.
Yeah, no, it depends. It depends on what the family wants. So it depends on what the family wants.
So there's some sort of negotiation.
There's some sort of negotiations. No, we need maybe a full set of jewelries. You understand? Or maybe we need this. It depends on the agreement between the two parties. Okay, and then it can be immediately paid, or it can be delayed. And then it will depend on what they agree, on what the two parties agree.
It could be in installments.
It could be installments also. For example, you pay maybe a 1,000 kwacha. For example, you pay 1,000 kwacha, and then you marry, you are staying, and then your wife has also a right to tell you that, my husband, I just okay, and then you can be settling. You can be paying in installments. Okay, this is how marriage in Islam is conducted. It is a community responsibility, or it is a strong commitment where the two parties, when they come together, meaning the wife and husband, when they are there, one, they will be rewarded by God, because it is a strong commitment. It is a religious responsibility which God commanded. Okay? Therefore, it is something that God loves. When people marry, you find that the blessings, because before marriage, you find that the man was just alone. He could go to work, he goes to work, he comes back. Okay? So God gave him the sustenance according to how he was, because he was just but the moment he marries, you find that the blessings will add up. So this is how we understand marriage in Islam.
Our dear listener, tonight we are looking at marriages, and of course in trying to understand Islam, this is the topic for this particular night. Remember, you too can also be a part of it, and of course the number is 0977 624270. That's 0977 624270 and 0211 295390 right here on live radio. Is there some sort of indicator to show that these people are married? But before we go into that one, let's see if we can get a call. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. Who are we talking to?
Okay, my name is Yasmin, and Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Ibrahim. How are you?
Alaikum salam. How are you?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, loud and clear.
All right. So I'm actually a convert. Okay, I was Christian before. I come from a traditional African family.
Yes.
And so, just hold on, I'm trying to put you on speak.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, we can.
Yes, I've actually put you on speaker because issues to do with my nikah or with my marriage are a bit complex, because I come from a typical Zambian traditional family.
Yes.
So now my grandmother is here, and because I'm convert, I wanted us or you to help me clarify to her about the mahar, because she says mahar goes to the parents, which I agree in African tradition, but in Islam, mahar goes to the bride. So maybe if you can even use nyanja, then you can explain.
Okay, is that the only question you have?
I think first, for now, you just take up this one and then I can ask you again.
Okay, thanks for getting in touch with us, eh?
Pardon?
Thanks for calling.
All right, okay, thank you.
Issues of the bridal price there?
Okay, concerning the the bridal price in Islam, the one who decides the bridal price is the lady. The lady who is to be married is the one who decides the bridal price. And then, since the parents are, since she's under the responsibility of her parents, the parents can also benefit from the bridal price. That is what Islam says.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And for the grandmother that wants to understand in Nyanja, could you translate for her?
Ambuye watu kulingana na Kiislamu iyo ndalama yamene imalipiriwa ni mkazi uyo sister wanga wamene afuna kukwatiriwa ndio wamene afunika kukamba ndalama yamene zalipiriwa. Ntauzinango sima nkala ndalama kweni ingankale maybe gold olo maybe shamene iya akonda kuti mwamuna chitachani ampase. Iyo ndiye mpaso yamene mwamuna amapereka kumkazi. Ndiye sita ntauza kunena kuti akangolipira iyo mpaso ndiye kuti umoyo wapabanja ndiye kuti uzasinta mwina mwake pazapezeka kulemera. Iyayi iyo ni chintu cha ulere kapena ni mpaso ya ulere yamene Mulungu analamulira kuti mwamuna akazilipira kwa mkazi.
Okay, I think that's a perfect translation there. So in case you're listening in on the issues of the bridal price, apparently the lady will decide on the amount and consult with the family, and then a certain payment should be made. Hello, good evening.
Hello, assalamu alaikum again.
Could you kindly speak up? Hello?
Yes, I'm saying hello again.
Hello. Yes, please.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right, okay. So now my grandmother is here. Maybe you can talk to her, you hear what she to ask, and maybe you can answer on the phone. So at least she can, because she wants it to be a conversation.
No problem.
All right.
Hello. Manje iyo salamu imeli mpasa mkazi. Yaeka au wazapata bantu.
Ndiye vamena kamba ambuye vanga kunena kuti kodi shoyamba ni sana ende kutali kodi muma kulupirira kuti Islamu ndiye mpingo watu wamene umatirangiza zintu zamene tifunika opanga.
Ndaba ise salamu hii. Olo ichepe olo ni 10 pini olo ni 50 pini. Imapereka kuma parents yake. So ma parents kuti yazile kuti uyu muntu niwo kwatiriwa olo baje bapanje bazile kuti niwo kwatiriwa kuli nsalamu.
Aya palibe vuto ngati iye mwine msikana palibe nazona problem palibe vuto ina ili yonse. Chikuru cha michimafunika
batenga pasa ma parents
chikuru cha michimafunika iye ankale ovomekeza kunena kuti chintu chamene chaperekewa changa vangapasiwe venango palibe vuto. Palibe vuto.
Ndaba nsalamu isitizira ndiye chikwati. Nsalamu ndiye chikwati. Yali yonse bafusa kuti nsalamu ana tivomera ngatalibe kupasa msalamu bampasa mulando olukukoti.
Izo kama kuti no ukachimangire nyumba ukachigulire motoka
ni
mukalido w'abantu.
Pachimuntu ise olo machechi yonse siyachitaso koma bampingulira chabero bola. Lapingula timunipangire nyumba munichitire bwanji iyayi sindise bo wina bantu ndise bo vutika tifuna chabbe mwana watu akwatiriwa nsalamu iyo na zimene bamupingulira nga ni 3 milioni apereka nishikwatira
ndiye zamene zinafotokoza
tifuna so nanga tizaenda kudya mu nyumba nzima tizaenda mukudyamu so tipingula kuti ni banzatu bangoni n'abarozi n'abatonga ndio bamene bapingula ng'ombe.
Nizona mbuya so imwe zamene mbuya
so ndiye chimene ni fusa kumuzukuru wanga tanga tenge eze aja tuwazaziba abantu kuti uyu muntu niwo kwatiriwa tifuna nsalamu apereka kwa bamayi bake munga paje mwakamba kuti ngatafuna kukwatira ayenda na bamalume bake olo na mukulu olo na benango bakulu cyane.
So ndiye zamene zinalankhula kunena kuti koma choyamba chiloleso futi chifunika chankalani chake chifukwa iyo chani iyo nsalamu inapelekwa kuti kazipaswa kwa mkazi ni chani ni chopereka cha mkazi so iye afunika naye kuchita bwanji kuvomereza kuti ino zinkaleso chabe
ndiye imene nakambapo na tiniziwe ndawaise ndisera sozi Noniza busalamu kai kinabomera ni wanu Zambia wanu nation olo kuchechi kwanu langa kwatire mukazi ayamba kupempera kuchechi kwanu
maningi
olo naise kumene kipempera naise ngati ni mwamuna akwatira achoka kuja kuwesalamu uko apempera kuchechi kwanu
okay kairi munga mwanchina kambira chikulupilo nchimozi koma na
Mulungu ni umozi
koma nyenchawo yamene mufunika naye mwe muchipunzire chiislamu muziwe bwino so that time yamene muzamuendera muzukulu wanu mukaona chita chintu musasidabwa ndizo nizifunika
okay yayi siko mutate na mvera ndaba evenzo kampati yayi ine akanipasa ningaji olo napeleka kuli bamai na chia isiulemu koma mwamuna ayima chabe apereka okay
koma Zambia mwana nenera
na siri
okay
hello hi
yes
hello
we can get you.
Yes, I can get you.
Has it been cleared out?
I think you should just say it again because my grandma Vera Kamba is that in Salamu Zanga zifunikirenda from my parents, but she's not understanding that in Salamu Zanga in Islam we go fully and then that me food in the past my parents. Hello.
Okay.
Let me just put the radio on, then you can say it again.
Okay. Thanks for calling. Let's clarify that. Okay, I think the issue here is on the bridal price being paid to the lady, and then the lady decides whether to share it. Now, does the lady just get to decide on the amount, or does she receive? I think those are the issues. Mukazi alandira or wachicha decide who gets the bridal price.
You see, the problem that our society is earlier on she talked about the traditional aspect of the bridal price, where you find that the Vazimboya, Vandandan, all those guys, all those people, they should benefit from this bridal price, whereby the lady is denied of her right of the bridal price which she's supposed to be given. Okay, because the bridal price, she's the one who decides, and then it is given to her. Okay? For instance, if she decides that I need a praying mat, you know a praying mat? We Muslims, when we are praying, we spread the praying mat where we pray. If she says I need the prayer mat, you give her the prayer mat. That is her bridal price. If she says no, I need God, you have to strive. But of course, she would decide according to the status of the man. This is what it is.
So she is the direct beneficiary of this bridal price.
She is the direct beneficiary of the bridal price.
So I think clarify that the grandma is listening. I think that is where they are having a misunderstanding there. So translate for her in Nyanja. Kuti wealandira, kuti nindani alandira, ero weapanga decision ku sharing nindani. I think ndi palivutwa.
Ambuya. Uyo iyo chani chamene nsalamu yamene tenzo photocols hapa wamene amalandira ni msikana ndio wamene alandira chani alandira iyo nsalamu ndiye yo msikana kalandira nsalamu chilikuli iye kulola wamene azachita chani wamene azatenga iyo nsalamu monga amai kapena alipo amai wake wangachita chani wangatenga iyo nsalamu olo kapena wina aliyense kulingana koma choyamba chinkale chilolezo cha iye kunena kuti navomera kuti chani iyi nsalamu venango vachite bwanji vadya izamene ni fotokoza ni kulingana na chani na Chiislamu ndimo amene chipunzisira Chiislamu koma kulingana na miambo zatu tikaika miambo zatu pamozi na miambo zamene Mulungu anatipasa kapena malamulo amene mulungu anatipasa ndiye kuti tizasokoneza, ndiye mwayichi tizambosankhaniza, tizamboyika, tizambotenga miyambo kuposa malamulo ya ndani, malamulo ya mulungu. Izi ndiye zamene zatiwononga ife anthu lero lino. Ndiye timapezeka kuti ana samapeza chinthu, samapeza zolinga zawo, pamene iyi chani insalamu ni cholinga cha ndani, ni cholinga cha msikana wamene afuna kukwatiriwa.
I think that one has been sorted out. Many is the time that different people would say Muslims would get married to more than one woman. What laws are there? How many women can a man marry here, seeing that he can identify the flower and then make that proposal, and then obviously wait for that acceptance, and then have an official event to ceremonize, that whole circle. How many is allowed?
Okay. For example, when we look at our country, Zambia, most of the women are not married. Is it not so? Most of them are not married. And if I ask a question, how can we solve this problem? To solve this problem, that is why you find that laws were prescribed in these holy scriptures. That is why if we can talk about the messengers and prophets who came through, you find that no one, those who married, they married more than one wife. When you talk of Solomon, you're talking of 700 wives and 300 concubines. When you talk of other messengers, most of them, they practiced what we call polygamy. Therefore, the same polygamy has been prescribed in Islam, to say, according to Quran 4 verse 3, which states that marry wives of your choice, 2 or 3 or 4. But if you fear that you will not deal justly with them, then just only marry one. Okay? So from this one, we learn that after having the choice, you choose the right partner of your choice. If you feel that I can marry another one, you can keep on marrying up to 4.
I have some concerns. The issues here of true love and identifying more than one flower, and also health concerns. We're living in an age where there's HIV and AIDS, and also just the fact where you have more than 2 women. You know what arises. More than 2 women. I mean, we should see some sort of argument here. How are these concerns addressed?
Thank you very much. When you look at these laws are the solutions which God put so that people can find or can solve their problems. You know, the nature of human beings is different. You find that other human beings, they cannot manage to stay with only one wife. Okay? Or maybe it can be related to some other problems in terms of childbearing. Maybe the first wife has got a problem in terms of childbearing. Should I chase her? Should I do that? That is unfair. Okay? That is very much unfair. And then I should find a solution. What is the solution? The solution is to marry another one. Okay? As long as I know that I will treat them justly. If I will not treat them justly, I should not even do that.
Do they live in one house?
It depends. They can live in one house, or they can live in different
my
houses.
My guru
and my nini, they can live in one. We've got a number of brothers. They married and they live together in one way. And you find that the second wife, they are like sisters.
It doesn't create any sort of argument, there's always an issue of I'm the first wife, these are my children, and then something might happen to the man, no property should go to such issues, they don't arise?
For example, even your wife, just one wife, your wife, she's jealous, not so? When you go somewhere, she tells you, no, this is not good, this is not good. Yesterday you came around the 22, today you're coming around the 23. There is always some sort of, women are like that. Okay, it is their nature. God created them like that. Even you find that during the messengers, they faced also challenges in doing that. But all these things did not stop them from marrying more than one wife. Okay, so what it is, it depends on you. Are you going to treat them justly? What does it mean when we say to treat them justly? Okay, does it mean that when I buy Stenge material for this one, I should also buy Stenge material to the other one? That is justice? No. I have to give them according to what they need. If this one wants Stenge material, the other one will need something else. If this one is okay, and the other one is suffering, it does not have anything, I'll help that one, and I'll help this one according to the level of what she's possessing. So Islam looks at solutions. It does not leave issues hanging like that. For example, what are we going to do for those women who are not married? And today, when we talk of prostitution around there, how are we going to solve this problem? So one of the answers, if each and every man married more than one wife, then we are going to find a solution to these problems. As long as you can treat them justly, is what it is. Treating them justly does not mean in terms of love. Even when you have 4 children, you're not going to love all of them the same. Equally, no. This one will be, in fact, in other children, you'll be even pretending as if you love them so much. But the favorite. This is what it is.
Our dear listener, remember you too can get, to participate. It's 0211-295390. That's 0211-295390 and 0977-624270. That's 0977-624270. Would you safely say that, because nowadays we have a lot of early marriages, pregnancies and that sort of a thing. Would you say this is one of the solutions? The Islam way?
Okay. When it comes to early marriages, early pregnancies, a number of issues arise.
Okay. Hold your thoughts there. Let's see if we can get... Okay, you can continue. The cut.
A number of issues arise. When it comes to early marriages, it involves a number of issues. It can be moral issues. It can be intellectual issues. It can be... You would find that sometimes too much tolerance in our children also leads to early marriages, early pregnancies. For example, if a mother leaves her children, her daughters, to do what they want, to leave home whenever they want and come back whenever they feel like coming back, okay? Don't be surprised to find that your daughters are pregnant. Or don't be surprised to find that your daughter is telling you, because of what? Because of the environment where they come from. So according to Islam, we learn that the first school for the children is their home. And in most cases, we parents are a reason why these children, they misbehave. For example, when it comes to dressing, when it comes to watching television, do you monitor them, the type of the programs they watch? Do we realize that those things can have a very negative impact on our children? So all these there can be reasons why we can see today early marriages going on. At times, free mingling between men and women also can be the causes to these early pregnancies. Okay? Since they can mingle freely without limits, we are not saying they should. We are not saying a man cannot speak with a woman or a lady or a girl. They cannot speak. No, they can interact at certain places where the public can see, where a number of people can see them, but in such a way that you give, they have that private life. They can move wherever they feel like. That one is not allowed. So these issues, you find that there are issues, they look very simple, but their results or their outcome are greater, and they have a negative impact at the end of the day.
Okay. I think I did ask you a question before we went to that one. Okay, let's go into issues of. We looked at issues of courtship. We heard the grandma. She mentioned something. I don't know if you took note of it. She was talking about issues where the lady is a convert, and obviously she would have to follow the Islam faith. Is there at any particular point in the Islam faith where a Christian and a Muslim marriage could be encouraged?
Okay, according to Islam, it forbids men or women to marry those who worship idols, the idolaters. Islam forbids us. Islam forbids us to marry those who worship idols. Why? Because their belief is not accordance with what God commanded. Okay, but we can marry Christians according to what Islam says. We can marry Christians, but only for men. Men can marry Christians, because the faith in which that Christian has, it is not very different from what Islam is. As they stay, there will be a chance that the woman will do what? Will convert to Islam. But for a lady, it is not permissible. For a lady, it is not permissible to be married by either a Christian or a Jew. Okay? Why? Because the lady is submissive to the husband, and the lady follows what the husband wants. For example, during fasting, okay, it is not allowed in the month of Ramadan, when Muslims are fasting, we are not allowed to have sexual intercourse during the day. Okay? Now, if she's married to somebody who is against this belief and this condition, it will not be possible. So that is why, according to the laws, a Muslim man can marry a Christian.
Do you think there's enough information about the Islam faith out there, or do people just go on speculation? Do you think there's enough information? I know that we have this program right here on live radio, but just on the ground, is there enough information, or do people just say Muslims?
Okay, the problem that we have today is that people are just condemning Islam, blaming Islam, okay, throwing all those bad things in Islam, talking things which are bad about Islam, and they do not have the knowledge of what Islam is. So that is why I'm encouraging the listeners out there to learn Islam and to listen to such programs. You can even come over. They can come over at our center there. We gave the address along Kafiwe Road, just behind Castle Shopping Complex.
Pastors also encouraged?
Everyone can come. Everyone can come. It can be pastors. It can be. In fact, this is what we need so that we can share this information. Because at the end of the day, these religions are contemporary religions. We share this. We share the same message. Yes. At
one particular point, the man. I know you talked about getting the second wife and third wife and so forth. Is there at any particular point that Islam would say, okay, brother, we allow divorce?
That is a very good question. Okay. Divorce is allowed in Islam, and this divorce, it is something, it is permissible, but God hates it. Divorce is something which is permissible, and God hates it. Okay? Why do we divorce? The major reason why a person can divorce is when he is caught, okay, committing adultery. This is the one aspect in which divorce can be possible. But today you find that somebody divorces the wife because she does not know how to cook, or maybe divorces the wife because of the other reasons. If it is of the other reasons, Islam has laid down also conditions and procedures to follow when divorcing. Number one, there is what we call a prescribed period. The woman should stay for 3 months. Okay? They'll be staying in the same room. The man has to provide the way he used to provide, but there is no what? There is no sexual intercourse.
It should be a room, not a house, but a room.
A room. It should be a room. They'll be staying in the same room.
And sharing one bed?
They can share one bed. Once, and there should be no intercourse, nothing.
What happens when that...
But the man has to treat her the same way he used to treat her. He used to leave the provisions. He has to provide everything, food, whatsoever. Okay?
That is when he decides to divorce her.
That's when he decides to divorce her. Okay. Once he gets back and they have sexual intercourse, the divorce is what is void.
It's scrubbed out.
This is what it is.
So the lady can confirm to say, but how come you want a divorce when? What's the way forward?
No, that now it will depend on their seriousness.
Their seriousness.
Their seriousness. If the wife really needs divorce and the husband really needs, and then at the end of the day they will do what? You know the reason behind why there should be a prescribed period?
A reconciliation.
Either reconciliation, or to make sure that when the couple divorces, the wife will be free, meaning she's not pregnant. Because how do you know the time they decided to divorce, the wife was pregnant? Who knows?
Okay.
So that is why Islam, it has put such conditions. Not only that, when also the husband, when the wife also passed on, okay? When the husband dies, also a woman is given a prescribed period. This prescribed period is 4 months and 10 days. Okay? The prescribed period which is given, for example, when the husband dies, the wife has to wait for 4 months and 10 days. The reason being is the same. Maybe during that time, she was pregnant. Okay? So for people to know that she's okay, she has to stay for 4 days. One, she's mourning the husband who has just left. And then the other thing, to make sure that she's free from pregnancy.
Not situations where you see 1 month later the man is already courting, already moved on. That shouldn't be the case.
That shouldn't be the case. In terms of, for a man only waits for 3 days. For a man waits for 3 days.
And then he can move on.
He can move on. There is no problem. Of course, in our situation, due to our
cultures,
our
isn't that unfair for the...
No, it's not unfair.
For the women?
In fact, it's good for her. It's good for her because the nature of the woman and our nature, our personality, the personalities of a woman and of a man, they are two different personalities, I mean. Okay? So that is why Islam laid down all these things. I think what we can do, let us also consider this topic, divorce. We can some other time we can come and tackle this topic on divorce.
Amazing. As we are in our dying minutes of this particular package, on a lighter note today, everyone from all around the world was coming together, looking at the woman as the, center today. In the Islam faith, how was the woman?
This is interesting. In fact, I wanted to talk about it in the preamble of the program. Now, I forgot. I don't know what made me forget. You see, Islam is a very, very, very important person. A woman is a very, very important person in the world. The first thing, a woman is our mother. The second thing, a woman is the reason why we can enter paradise. The third thing, without these women, we are not going to be born. Of course, I understand God has powers and everything is possible with God. It was going to happen. Mm-hmm. But one of the reasons why we are here, because of our mothers. Let us respect our mothers out there. Let us be kind to them. The Prophet of Islam, may peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, Muhammad, was once asked a question by a certain person, who should I keep a good company with? The Prophet answered, your mother. He asked, who else? Then he answered, your mother. He asked, who else? He answered, your mother, 3 times. And then the 4th time he said, your father. My brother and sister out there, let us respect our parents. Let us respect our mothers. We can respect them when they are alive. We can also respect them when they die. Mm. So let us make sure we do not disobey our parents and our mothers. Thank you.
On that note, I think we should be wrapping up for this particular edition, unless there's something that you'd want to say in conclusion to the topic today. Of course, we do have our lady convert that came through with her grandma. Great that they could take time and participate as well.
Yeah. What I can say is this topic is a very interesting topic, and it is a topic which needs a lot of concentration, because we are going through a number of problems in the world, particularly in Zambia. When it comes to marriage, we see a lot of disappointments out there. People are divorced. When we look at the reasons why they are divorced, you find that they are not reasons which can allow them to divorce. So as a result, you find that our societies need a lot of help when it comes to such topics. My appeal is that let us listen and understand when we are talking about these topics, and let us also be encouraged to learn about this religion of Islam. Okay.
There you go, dear listener. On that particular note, we do get wrapping up Understanding Islam. Remember, you too can also make a date every Wednesday from the hours of 18 up to 19 hours. Today I was with Ibrahim Mofia, and of course we're looking at this amazing topic, marriages in Islam, and trying to understand Islam program. Remember, you too can also make a date next week, and of course you can send in those messages as we do get starting at that particular point. Otherwise, you can visit the Islam Supreme Council for interaction, and obviously just to get more information about some of these topics and just trying to understand Islam. And so from me, I've been your presenter for this particular edition. My name is I.S.C.Z. Good evening. Understanding Islam and Muslims. What is Islam? Clear your misconceptions on Islam and Muslims. Topics relative, connected, and in line with Islam. Get your answers every Wednesday at 18 hours on Live Radio 97.3. Understanding Islam and Muslims. Brought to you with the compliments of the Islamic Supreme Council of Zambia. The Islamic Supreme Council of Zambia is a non-profitable organization and the umbrella mother body of all Islamic organizations in Zambia. Established in 1987, the Islamic Supreme Council of Zambia is engaged in overseeing the smooth running of all Islamic affairs in Zambia. The Islamic Supreme Council of Zambia works in partnership with Dubai Charity Organization, DCA. It provides the following for the Zambian communities: distribution of wheelchairs, drilling of boreholes, construction of orphanages, construction of mosques, distribution of clothes, sewing machines, to mention but a few. The Islamic Supreme Council of Zambia